Situated in Vietnam's north central, Nghệ province has a large area, big population, and many potentials for socio-economic development. During the past years, towards the trend of globalization, Nghệ has issued many open and liberal policies to attract local and foreign investment. With investment prospect, having traditional, diversified, exclusive cultures, beautiful landscapes, and is the homeland of President Ho Chi Minh, the world cultural celebrity, Nghệ is an ideal destination for investors and visitors. With strategic location that borders the South China Sea to the east, Laos to the west, Thanh Hóa province to the north, and Ha Tinh province to the south, Nghệ is a converge of all traffic types: road, railway, airway, and waterway. Alongside of the Vietnam's North-South National Road, Nghệ is joined between Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh cities, the two major economic and cultural centers of Vietnam. Vinh City, the political, economic, and cultural center of Nghệ is 300 kilometers south of Hanoi and can be reached by car or train, and it takes 1 hour and a half hours to Ho Chi Minh City by air. From Nghệ visitors can go to Laos, Thailand, and Southeast Asian countries through National Roads number 7, number 8, and number 46. Nghệ has two border gates, Nậm Cắn in Kỳ Sơn District and Thanh Thuy in Thanh Chương District. Colo Harbor, which can accommodate 18,000-ton deadweight vessels. Those are favorable conditions for Nghệ to expand cultural and commercial exchange with domestic and international partners. Having a natural area of 16,487 square kilometers and over 3.1 million people, Nghệ is one of Vietnam's 4 biggest provinces. Nghệ has all types of topography: mountainous, semi-mountainous, plain, and coastal areas. Land and labor force are considered as the two major potentials of Nghệ province. Its economy is diversified with large consumption market. With over 207,000 hectares of cultivation land, Nghệ develops commercial production-oriented agriculture. The total annual food output is over 1.2 million tons, of which is 48,000 tons of high-value peanut, 500,000 tons of sesame for exportation to many countries. For livestock, Nghệ has a huge flock of over 100,000 heads of shin bulls and millions of poultry. Mountainous district of Nghĩa Đan, Quy Hợp, and Tân Kỳ have a big potential land which hasn't been fully exploited. It includes 13,500 hectares of good basil for long-term industrial crops such as coffee, rubber, and orange, and etc. In this area, high-value long-term industrial crops have been planted, such as over 3,500 hectares of cotton with annual output of 5,000 tons, 2,700 hectares of rubber, and 2,500 hectares of orange. In Thanh Chương Anh Sơn District, 10,000 hectares of tea has been grown with annual output of 100,000 tons of dried bud tea for export. Nghệ farmers apply advanced scientific technique on raw materials growing. In Quỳnh Lưu, Yên Thành, Nghĩa Đan, and Quy Hợp districts, over 10,000 hectares of pineapple, 24,000 hectares of high-yield sugarcane are grown every year. At present, there are 3 sugar factories in Quy Hợp, Tân Kỳ, and Anh Sơn, 1 pineapple factory for export in Quỳnh Lưu, and some tea processing units for export. Although processing industry has developed, potentials in land and agricultural production still enable Nghệ to expand capacities of running agroforestry processing factory as well as to build new factories. Forests and forest land are also a strength of Nghệ province with over 745,000 hectares, 50 million cubic meters of timber reserves with different types of precious iron goods, a large area of bamboo, raw materials for paper production. These are favorable conditions for raw material growing and construction of agroforestry processing factories for domestic demands and export. In Nghệ west and northwestern part, there are 3 national conservation zones of Pu Mat, Pu Huang, and Pu Phat, which were recognized and ranked by the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization on the 19th of September 2007 as Vietnam's Western Nghệ Biosphere Reserve Zone. The zone has diversified flora and fauna, rare and valuable species such as elephant, deer, tiger, etc., and many famous landscapes, namely Tham Cave, Khe Kem, and Salva waterfalls, with primitive and passionate beauty to attract visitors for ecotourism development. Nghệ has 82 kilometers of coastal line with 4,230 square miles of fishing surface. Being endowed with many famous beaches, Nghệ receives millions of local and international tourists per year. Apart from 100-year history Color Beach Town, Nghệ develops many resorts such as Cơ Hội Ecotourism Resort, Diễn Thành Beach in Diễn Châu District, Quỳnh Phương, Quỳnh Lập Beaches in Quỳnh Lưu District. Especially, high-quality Bai Lưu Resort in Nghi Lộc District has modern master plan and design with 160 hectares and over $48 million. It comprises of villas, 4-star, 5-star hotels, recreation and sports centers, international stand-up meeting halls. Coming to Bai Lưu, visitors can enjoy natural beauties, high quality and satisfying services. Bai Lưu Resort is to organize grand opening to welcome visitors in 2008. It is an important icon in Nghệ Southeast Economic Zone, which has been established by the Vietnamese government. The Creator grants Nghệ not only many beautiful natural landscapes, but valuable mineral resources as well. In Con Cuông, Do Luang, and Tân Kỳ district, there are about 54 million tons of granite, marble stone, which can be processed for construction sector. Limestone, clay, basalt are concentrated in large quantity in Nghệ Đan, Quỳnh Lưu, and Do Luang districts, with total deposits of 4 billion tons. Furthermore, the minerals are concentrated in certain areas with high quality, close to the transport networks, and favorable for exploitation and production of cement, porcelain, additives for construction and industry sectors. At present, in Nghệ province, there are 3 cement plants with total capacity of 2.5 million tons per year and some units for processing white limestone powder. With rapid economic growth and urbanization, demand for building material will increase, and investment of modern cement plants with total capacity of 10 to 12 million tons per year in Nghệ is necessary and feasible. In order to attract more investment, Nghệ has issued the master plan for development of industrial zones. Currently, there are 4 industrial zones, namely Bắc Vinh, Nam Cấm, Hoàng Mai, and Phu Quy, with total area of over 650 hectares. In these industrial zones, hundreds of enterprises are in effective operation. Many local and foreign investors are registering to lease land and invest to expand their business. To encourage investment, Nghệ Authority has issued many open and liberal investment policies such as fund for landfill, external infrastructures, labor training, trade promotion to market expansion. Decision 101, which has been recently issued by the Provincial People's Committee, regulated that province would support fund for 50% of landfill for investment projects of over $900,000 in industrial zones. The landfill support for industrial zones infrastructure projects can be up to $900,000. Investment projects outside the industrial zones are entitled to receive support of external infrastructures, including traffic roads, power supply, drainage. This decision furthermore stipulates many other incentives for land lease, labor training. On the 11th of June 2007, the Prime Minister of Vietnamese government issued the decision number 85, 2007 QD-TTG, establishing Nghệ Southeast Economic Zone. With total area of over 18,000 hectares in 18 communes of Nghe Lộc, Diễn Châu District and Cơ Lo Town, Nghệ Southeast Economic Zone will become key economic zone of the North Central. Nghệ Southeast Economic Zone comprises two main function areas of non-tariff and tariff, socio-technical infrastructures, public services, and utilities. Domestic and foreign investment in Nghệ Southeast Economic Zone will enjoy preferential treatment and encouragement policy of an open economic zone in Vietnam, with separate economic space, long-term and stable business environment, open and transparent management mechanism. To obtain sustainable socio-economic development, Nghệ focuses on human resources development, with over 3.1 million people, of which over 1.8 million people are of working age. Nghệ labor force is abundant. In recent years, together with improved living conditions and people's knowledge, rate of trained laborers in Nghệ has been increased considerably. At present, there are two universities, Vinh University and Vinh Technical University, where more than 30,000 students are trained per year, 6 colleges, 7 technical schools, and district vocational training centers that train from 32,000 to 35,000 laborers annually. Nghệ laborers are characterized by industriousness, hardworking, and strict discipline. This is a strong point of Nghệ to accelerate socio-economic development and to realize successfully its course of modernization and industrialization. Having a dynamic socio-economic development with many reformed policies, during the past years, Nghệ has gained relatively high growth rate with stable investment, business, and social environment. Nghệ has actually created good impression and attraction to investors. So far, apart from hundreds of national factories projects in effective operation, there are 23 FDI projects active in Nghệ. Most of these projects have been doing good businesses such as Nghệ Tate and Light Sugar Joint Venture Factory, White Limestone Processing Joint Venture in Quy Hợp, Golden Star Animal Feed Plant, Viet Mi White Limestone Powder Joint Venture, and others, which contribute tens of billions of Vietnamese dollars to the provincial budget. Investors in Nghệ receive not only initial specific preferential but favorable support from the local authority and people. The administration has been simplified, and public sector's behaviors and attitudes are changed towards simplicity, convenience, and punctuality as per commitment with the business sector. To secure investment efficiencies and resources for economic development, Nghệ has concentrated construction of synchronous infrastructures including transport, power and water supply, information and telecommunication, banking